Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. So in today's video I'm going to share with you how I make my chicken enchiladas. They are so easy and delicious. You're going to love them. Got everything set out ready to go except a few ingredients which we will need later on in the recipe, but I will show you what they are when we get to that point. It's a very easy recipe. It's not hard at all. It's not difficult. It's more hurry up and wait for it to cook than difficult. So I've got all of my ingredients set out here ready to go for the first step. There's only 3 steps: cooking the chicken, then baking the enchiladas, and then topping it with whatever you want and eating. So it's not very difficult at all. So let's go over all of the ingredients and we'll get started. Okay guys, so hopefully you can see everything pretty well. I've got everything set out here ready to go for the first step, and this is cooking the chicken. I've got 2 chicken breasts in here that I just halved and just put them in here. I've got some enchilada sauce, some garlic, and spices. Now for my spices, I've got salt and pepper. I've got some cayenne pepper, which is optional. You don't have to have it. I've got some chili powder, some oregano, paprika, red pepper flakes, which is also optional, and I've got some cumin. And this is all you're going to need for this step. Now this step is going to take a few minutes to cook, so let's go over how we get this going. Okay guys, so hopefully you can see everything pretty well. I've got all of my ingredients set out here. And what we're going to do first is, I think I want to season my chicken. I seasoned the other side of the chicken with some salt and pepper. So I just want to go ahead and season this side with a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't have to have too much because the enchilada sauce has salt in it. So just go ahead and season this side of your chicken. And then I want to go in and add in my enchilada sauce. Now I like to cook this chicken for at least 3 hours in this, the slow cooker, because I think it gives it just so much more flavor and it's so delicious. So I've got my garlic here. I just want to go ahead and just spread this out evenly so all of that chicken gets some of that garlic. Now if you don't like garlic smell on your fingers, use a spoon. Okay, I'm going to go in with my cumin, and this really depends on you, how much cumin that you like. I like cumin, so I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons of cumin in here. You can do 1 teaspoon, you can go up to a tablespoon, just your personal preference. Okay, I'm going to go in with some chili powder. Now all of these seasoning you can just do to taste how you like it. I'm going to go in with a little bit of chili powder. Now we are going to give this a stir to mix up all of these ingredients, all these seasonings, because I don't want them sitting on top, because then I just don't like them sitting on top. So now I'm going to go in with some paprika, about a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon, whatever you like. And this is just going to give it a ton more color. Some oregano, about a teaspoon. Now I will leave the entire recipe up on my blog, so if you want to get that, you can most certainly go there and check out the recipe. Now as for heat, you can do whatever you want. I've got red pepper flakes and cayenne pepper. I'm going to use a mixture of both. You can do one or the other, you can do both, you can do a little bit, you can do a lot, whatever your heat tolerance is. I'm going to do a little bit of cayenne pepper because I don't want it to have too much of that kick of cayenne. but I want to add some red pepper flakes. I'm going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of that right in there. And that is pretty much it for the seasoning. So just go ahead and just kind of give this a little stir. Mix up those spices. Get that chicken fully coated in everything. Top and bottom. Kind of flip them over a bit. Get them all nice and coated if you can. There we go. Now all you're going to do to this is pop the lid on, set this to high, and you're going to cook this for about 3 to 4 hours, depending on how thick your chicken is. Mine's not going to take 4 hours because I cut them in half, so it's going to take right around 2.5, about 2 to 3 hours. So just keep an eye on it. Once it gets tender enough to shred up with a fork, you're pretty much good to go. Just make sure it's cooked all the way through. So I'm gonna attach my lid, turn this up to high, and then I will meet you right back here for the next step, which is assembling the enchiladas and getting them in the oven. Okay, so my chicken has been cooking for about 3 hours, and it is super tender. So I'm going to go ahead and shred this up, and then we will move on to the next step. Okay, so I've got all of my chicken pretty much shredded, as fine as I can get it. There might be a piece or two in there that's a little bit bigger than the others, but that's fine. Okay, and this smells so good. So what we're going to do now is set that aside and bring in our pan. I've gone ahead and greased my pan and put a little bit of enchilada sauce. I've just got another can here, and I just poured a little bit in the bottom. And all we're going to do now is take some tortillas. You get some tongs and move some stuff around here. Open this up. So now all you're going to do is add a little bit of your chicken mixture into your tortilla shells. Spread it out a little bit, and then just roll them up and place them same side down into your pan. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish all of this. I'll meet you back here for the next step. Okay, so I've got all of my tortillas here, and they're all filled and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and pour over the remaining enchilada sauce all over the top. Okay. And then we're going to add in as much or as little cheese as you want. I've just got some shredded cheddar cheese here. You can do any mix or blend that's your favorite. I've got cheddar cheese on hand all of the time, so I'm just going to top it with this cheese. Right on the top here. Kind of spread it out as best as you can. Okay. And now I've just got some queso fresco cheese. Now I want to put just a little bit of this on top because I want to also crumble it on the top when it comes out, just for a little bit more of a cheesy bite. So just crumble this on top, and then we're going to put this in a preheated 375-degree oven for about between 15 to 25 minutes, depending on your oven. What you're looking for is the cheese to be all nice and melted and bubbly. Okay, so I'm going to get this in the oven, and then we will cook this for about 15 to 25 minutes. And when you pull it out, you can top it with whatever you want. You can do lettuce, tomatoes, olives, sour cream. I will show you what we top ours with when they come out of the oven. So I'll meet you right back here when we pull them out. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and scooped some out. This is just 2 of the enchiladas. I've got some Mexican street corn here that I just whipped up a little bit. I've got some Mexican cream, sour cream, tomatoes, olives. I've got some guacamole, refried beans, and some more cheese. So this is how I like to do mine. I like to serve it with a little bit of lettuce. A little bit of refried beans. You can do this however you like. Give me a couple more spoons here. And I've also got some rice here. So we're going to add just a little bit of just plain white rice. Drizzle over some of this cream. You can do sour cream, whatever you like. Put that in a little thing there. You can do sour cream. You can do a side of guacamole, olives. I've got some tricolor tomatoes here. And some more cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle that right on top. A little bit of olives for color. And plus I like olives, so the more the merrier, right? And a few of these gorgeous tomatoes right on top. It is a big meal, but you don't have to cook this much. You can make just the enchiladas and serve it with a side of rice and beans, and you're pretty much good to go. So that's what it looks like. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And as always, if you want this recipe or any of my other recipes, you can click the link for my blog down in the description box below. It's also pinned in the comment section as well. So we're going to go enjoy dinner, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.